I would like to begin by thanking XTO Energy for allowing me to receive the honor of Teaching Chair of Excellence in Early Childhood Education. This is such an amazing honor and an amazing experience, and I will be forever grateful for it. I also would love to thank my husband, who's back there. He really supports me in like every crazy thing I come up with. Anything I'm like, okay, honey, I'm gonna do this for my classroom. Let's do it. Do what you gotta do. You know, so I really appreciate that from him. At the beginning of every school year, I set out a goal to accomplish for that school year based on the needs of the students that I'm given. After teaching pre-K for 5 years and then teaching second grade last year, I realized how important it was to continue to teach students about their social and emotional needs, how to show empathy, and how to control their emotions so that they can be functional in a classroom community or in society. Last year, I had the unfortunate event of having my mother pass away suddenly in February. It was hard coming back to the work environment. It was hard to come back and attend to the students' needs while coping with grief, as well as taking care of my family as my mom's oldest daughter. I kept my students involved in my life as I was always involved in theirs because we are a school family, we're a classroom community, and we took an interest in each other's lives and we took care of each other. But I had that one student. He did not want to be part of our school community. He did not want to be part of my classroom community, and he did everything to show me. Like, he did not care. So, well, a couple of weeks after my mother's passing, I was reading a story to the students during a small group, and I just became overwhelmed with emotion, and I just started crying, and I couldn't control myself. So I was like, okay, class, I'm gonna step out for a minute. I need you guys to work on something while I step out. And as I stepped out, I regrouped, I counted backwards, did what I had to do and came back in. I was a little nervous because I knew my classroom and I expected everything to be chaotic when I came back in. However, when I walked back in, the student who wanted nothing to do with our school community, wanted nothing to do with the classroom, wanted nothing to do with me, was sitting at my teacher table, at my teacher chair, reading to the students in small groups. And as I approached the table, I was like, well, and he goes, Ms. Gómez, don't worry, I got this. I don't want you to be sad anymore. And right there, of course, tears start coming again, and I'm like, oh my God, every single thing I had been teaching the student the entire school year, he showed it to me right there. And I mean, like I said, again, I started crying, and it's gonna be hard not to cry right now, but I was reminded that is why I teach. I teach to make a difference in their lives so that they know that they're important, and that they know that we're here to take care of each other. And they know that teach them empathy, and that they have a sense of belonging in the school. I came from a very different childhood, and so for me, school was my safe haven, was my outlet. So I want to instill that in children, that you come to school to be loved and to be taken care of. So I was the most proudest I have ever been in my teaching career, watching the students read it to his classmate, the student who could be labeled a bully. And he followed the strategies that I taught him with tenderness and care. I mean, I remember him even saying, "It's okay, baby, the way I speak." And I was like, oh my God, like, wow. So I teach to pass that along to the students so they know that they're loved and wanted and taken care of.